Johnny Harris, and along with Regina Patterson today, we're going to be bringing you the Grand Floats Parade. And Debbie, they're coming down the street, and look at here. A lot of strawberries, and they're from the Holt Farm out of Medina, and Mr. Earl Chris displaying those. We're going to try to talk to him just a little bit later about it. And the parade is just about to get underway, and we're really excited. A lot of folks here today. We got here early this morning, about 7 o'clock, and people were lining up on the streets, and there's a big turnout today. It's a beautiful day, and we're excited about it.
Sure are, Johnny. The crowd is large. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, and of course, everybody loves a parade.
And we're just about ready to show you that right now. And we have leading off the parade, police here on motorcycles. Nice Gold Wing Honda motorcycles. And motorcycles and police cars always lead off the parade. And
I guess that's become a tradition.
Always get to make the noise. A lot of the children enjoy the sirens, and we get a lot of that here early. They're going to be followed by a Tennessee State Trooper car, and he's going to be coming up just a moment here. Yeah, we said we got here early this morning. We were setting up. People had their chairs out on the sidewalk. They wanted to get that good seat, and you can see there on the screen that people are very deep here. There's people all the way back on the banks across the street from us here.
Johnny, even downtown, when we came through downtown, there were lawn chairs set up in front of all the local businesses, people with their coolers, like packed a lunch, ready to go. This was this morning before 8 o'clock.
There's been a lot of activities going on here this week, Debbie, and we're going to be going over some of those as we see the color guard coming down the street. I'm not sure, but I'm probably the Tennessee National Guard bringing colors down. I also see a sign, "Welcome to the Strawberry Festival." And it really has been. A lot of activities do go on with this, and do we have some of those listed there we could go over?
We sure do, Johnny. You know, the festival itself has been taking place, started May the 2nd with the opening ceremonies, which were fireworks, and they were held at the Humboldt High School football stadium. Tuesday morning, they had a prayer breakfast and also a West Tennessee Goodwill tour. A street dance took place, and of course yesterday, which was Thursday, they had the junior parade, junior review, and that's always an interesting parade because it's non-motorized.
And Debbie, I was here for part of that, and that parade lasted 2 hours. That was a long parade, had all the junior high bands are in that, and as you said, all the floats and vehicles are pulled or pushed. They are not.
Usually by the parents.
That's right.
And there's the opening banner for this year's parade. Welcome to the Humboldt Strawberry Festival.
And as we get started today, we're also going to be joined today by Mr. Charles Guy, who is going to be our spotter for the day. He's going to be letting us know what's coming down the street so we can be informed. And he knows some history about Humboldt and everything here in this parade. And we're going to see if we can get him to say a few words along the parade. So he may join us off and on all day.
That would be great. And I'm sure that Regina will be talking to various dignitaries that have been involved in putting this festival together, and also some of the spectators, because I believe the Strawberry Festival does draw people from all across the United States.
It really does. We did the fish fry earlier this year, and you know, they had people from Louisiana, Chicago, of course Kentucky, Tennessee, all around neighboring states, but somebody came from upstate New York to see the fish fry. They'd heard about it. And the same thing here. This is a big, big parade, and a lot of folks hear about it. There's a lot of activities, and people really like to come out for things like this. A beautiful day for it, beautiful
gorgeous.
Weekend. And,
absolutely gorgeous.
We do have, I guess it's going to be the Humboldt High School Band. Director will be Mark Davis, Field Commander Joanna Dedman, and they're going to be leading off the parade, the host band here in Humboldt, Tennessee.
That's right.
And we've got some microphones set out. We're going to try to pick up the music as they do play. We hope we can do that with all the bands as they come by today.
Well, the Humboldt High School Marching Band, and of course, in appropriate dress for red and white.
Works out well with the strawberries here, doesn't it, Debbie?
Yes, it does.
And we were given a few strawberries. I'm gonna set up here. We got
I want to eat these.
We probably will here in just a little while. I'm sure we will. That's what it's all about here. And I've got some big strawberries up here that we're going to get to eat here in just a little while. Now that we've shown them to the screen,
now we can eat them.
We can eat them now. Of course, the band is getting prepared to come down the street. All bands will stop prior to getting to the review stand, set up a line and let the street clear out, and then they will come and pass in review, and that will be the procedure pretty much all day. Get a good shot there, the youngster enjoying the day.
Perform in front of the reviewing stand.
And an excellent performance there by the Humboldt High School Marching Band.
That's good. Very good.
And Debbie, guess who? Governor Ned Ray McWhorter. He did make it. We wondered if he was going to be here today. We never had heard officially, but the governors don't usually miss this parade, I'm informed. For the last 15 or 20 years, they've always been here, and according to Mr. Guy, they've always been here on time, too, so they don't miss it.
Well, we're glad to see the governor out on such a lovely day. And I'm sure he's enjoying being back in West Tennessee, very close to his own hometown, which is Dresden, which, of course, he will be there tomorrow as Grand Marshal of the Iris Parade.
And look, there's, I believe that's Mr. Chris out there passing out strawberries. One we looked at earlier, looked at his strawberries. The governor enjoying one of those. To the end.
To the grand finale.
And Miss West Tennessee Fire Prevention, Queen Tiffany Candace Adams, is sponsored by Miss West Tennessee Fire Prevention Pageant of Cedar Grove, Tennessee. And she may be the last beauty of the day for us. Except we do have one grand spectacle left here, Debbie. And as they clear the street here, I hope Sherry's going to get us a shot down the street and show us. And this was a surprise that I spoke about a little earlier that we've got. We've got a combination of bands, and I believe you had some information on it.
We sure do, Johnny. this is the combined bands of Gibson County, Peabody High School Band of Gold, Milan High School Band, the Gibson County Marching Pioneer Band, and the Humboldt High School Band. They're all under the direction of Mark Davis of Humboldt, Pete Evans of Milan, Tony Burris of Gibson County, and David Wood of Peabody. It will be 350 members, 109 auxiliary members, so enjoy.
I believe it's 356. They corrected the total for us, but that is just a combination here of all the bands from this area, and this is a grand spectacle to end the parade with. And so let's do just exactly what you said. Let's sit back and enjoy the performance of this band. This band may take just a minute or two longer to get in line, Debbie, as we have just a few more members to get together there. This is an effort to really say that this area here works together.
Johnny, an outstanding performance by the combined efforts of Gibson High School bands.
It was definitely a combined effort. As you can see, as they march off, we have the auxiliary groups all together, and don't know how long they worked on that. I just found out prior to the parade that this was going to happen. Most of those bands were in the parade. They had to go back, circle back,
That's right,
and get to the beginning of the parade again and get back into it. And that was a great effort. As we see a few of the mule-drawn wagon here,
Johnny, let me take this time to very quickly thank Hale Herndon Insurance and Lashley Rich Incorporated for being our underwriters for this year's replay of the parade. Also, a big thank you to Mr. Charles Guy for helping us out with our information. A thank you to the Strawberry Festival Committee for giving us the information that we needed. Thanks to all the student crew and all the production staff for making this production possible.
Well, you're right, Debbie. Without everybody here, there's no way. Here you get a good look. Sherry Coleman, producer, director, all of our camera operators, and you know, no way in the world we could do it without all of them, and we really appreciate it. So, we say goodbye till next year.
That's right.
That it?